Another important tool in the software is tooth segmentation. With this tool, we are able to easily and precisely segment a tooth from the jaw, thanks to new artificial intelligence tools. Click on the Segmentation wizard and choose Tooth. First, we will identify the tooth we want to segment in the multiplanar images. After your views are centered, we will select the tooth from the tooth chart to tell the software where we are working. Using the brush tool, we will highlight the perimeter of our tooth by holding Control and the left mouse button while drawing an outline of the tooth. Once we let go, you can see the tooth segmentation appears. This segmentation is extracted from your dataset. We can do the same for additional teeth as well. Center your views and then outline your identified tooth. This tool is ideally used when you want to see a tooth relationship in the 3D to a planned implant, but it can also be used to improve the aesthetics of your project. Let's do this for a more complicated tooth. First, align your crosshairs to the desired tooth for best outlining ability. Let's do this for a more difficult tooth. First, align your crosshairs to the desired tooth for best outlining possibilities. Using Control and your left mouse button, outline your tooth. As you can see in the cross-section, the entire tooth was not captured fully. So now we will change to the manual option. Here you can add additional points or remove points. The software will recognize what you're trying to accomplish with each movement. Using Control and a left click again like we did before, outline your missing area. The software will add to your segmentation. As you can see, there's too much data captured in the interradicular area. To remove extra information, hold Shift and click to draw a line to remove the information. The software will fine-tune your segmentation. You may find that you need a compromise between the use of the brush and making manual changes. For example, the lower left first molar. We capture most of the tooth with the brush again, but need to manually add any missing areas using Control and left click. We've also captured a little too much data in the interradicular space, so we will remove it using Shift and left click. We can modify or fine-tune the surfaces or small areas of these segmentations as well, using the freeform tools in the next step. As you can see, the brush tool works very well as our first identification tool, and we can fine-tune as needed using the manual mode. Once your segmentation is complete, click Next Step. Here you can see the fine-tuning tools where we can make any changes we may need, just as we did before in bone segmentations. For example, we will refine the roots of each of our tooth segmentations. When working with the brush tool, we can work on any tooth in either the 2D or 3D views without hesitation. Every segmented tooth becomes an independent STL file for export later. You can see here we have too much data, so we will use the Remove tool to correct the area. When you are finished, click on Finalize, and RealGUIDE will ask you if you want to save your progress. Enter your patient name or save over your existing project. All of the segmented teeth can now be seen in the object tree and overlaid on the cone beam CT. We will change the transparency of the mandible STL so we can see the mandible and the teeth segmentations.